Alright, so I got a fuel filter for the Mustang. It's a 33097 Wix. I looked in the book here trying to find out when the last time was I changed it. And I couldn't find it. I maybe forgot. I thought I changed the fuel filter all the time. But that could have been that I was thinking I was changing on something else, because I also had a 5-liter Lincoln Town Car and a 4.6 Crown Vic, and they all basically use the same type of filter. I think the Crown Vic was a little skinnier, but I know the 5-liter Lincoln, it looked just like this, so maybe that's what I was thinking I changed. I don't know. So we're going to change the filter here. I don't know, we'll have to see. It's got 2 clips here. Hopefully these clips are the correct type. I know I've had issues in the past, and I don't know what car it was on, but the clips weren't exactly the right way. So we'll get these broke apart here and then go from there. Alright, so this is the clip we got to take off. So if we just try pulling on this point and pulling it up like that, you see how there's barbs, and I believe that these little points here are actually sticking through. So I got 2 tiny screwdrivers here. They might actually make a tool for this, but we can get by without. If need be, we probably could just break the clip off, break one of the legs off this clip to get it out. Alright, so we're underneath the car. Here's the fuel filter. It's basically a hose clamp with a metal bracket that holds it, and that does not look like the original filter. That actually looks like a painted black Wix filter, so maybe this has been changed. The housing is all undercoated from when the car was undercoated, so that you really can't go by that. We'll know once we get the filter out. So, and you can see those plastic clips. Hopefully mine are the right size, because I know I had issues with that one car. I don't remember which one it was. This thing's actually pretty clean underneath. Doesn't look too bad. So I should see if I can track down that exhaust leak too. Get a little bit of a tick every once in a while. Alright, we'll try to stay focused here. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do here is take the pressure out of the system. There should be somewhere between 35, 40 psi of fuel pressure in the line. We could probably just pull the filter off and not worry about it, and I think I've done that in the past in some cars, but if we go down to this Schrader valve here and you take the cap off, it's going to look just like a valve on your tire, like a valve stem on your tire. See how it's got a little hole in there, a little dot in the center. I'm going to take this little tiny screwdriver and just push on that and see if anything pops out. There's there might be some in there. Oh yeah, it squirted up actually quite a bit, so there's definitely pressure. So if we were taking the filter off and we didn't relieve that pressure, you could imagine what kind of spray you're going to end up with while you do that. So we'll do it, and it's hot, so I'm sure there's some expansion going on with the fuel. Yeah, okay, I think that was it. Let's press it down again here. I think that was... Yeah, I'm pressing it down now. I got nothing else coming out. So we're still going to have some gas leak from the filter just because there's gas in the filter itself. So that should have removed any pressure that's in the system. But being as hot as it is, it probably... There goes my paper towel. It's probably going to still have or build pressure back up again. So let's do this like this. Alright, and again, I don't know what you're going to be able to see. I can hardly see anything here. Oh, I should have grabbed a bigger screwdriver for this. Let's see if we can get this loose here. Hopefully this isn't... You know what, I know I've had this off now that I think about it. I just forgot that. I'm going to write it down, because I recall trying to get this clamp off, and I believe all the undercoating was in the gear of this, the worm gear of this clamp. It's kind of a pain to get off. Okay, so we're getting her loose. Alright, so that's loose. So now you can see, or maybe you can't see, I can jiggle the filter back and forth. I don't know, it's a silver filter. It's not black, so it's not an aftermarket. It's probably a Motorcraft. Alright, so next step is going to be try to pull these tabs off without, I don't know if I'm going to get those out of there. Maybe. I think I just broke it. I had something snap. Hope I don't get gas on the camera, because that would be probably terrible. Usually if you get one side out, the other side has enough room that it'll slip through. But in this case, it doesn't look like it's doing that. And I know too, if you snap the top off, you can push the clip all the way through as long as it's flat. Alright, let's think about this here. Boy, that looks like it should be out. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I can, oh, that should be, that side is through. Okay. I just broke the clip here. I don't know if you can see that. I really don't want to get gas in my eye today. So, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, I'm going to go up the camera here. You just snap the clip and it falls through. And for some reason my creeper is on the camera now. Let's try that. Alright, and let's see here. Let me pause it for a second. Alright, so I got the other one out. For some reason I thought I had the camera on and I didn't, so you missed it. That clip came right out, and I probably could reuse it if I could find it here. Alright, right here it is. So I probably could reuse it. It'll be good. I can line it up and make sure it's the same as the other one. The only thing is they get brittle, so. Alright, now here's the fun part. So I'm going to pull, let's see here. I don't think it matters which side I pull on. I'm going to just pull on one side here. It's just a metal nipple that comes out of this filter into a rubber hose. Alright, and now I got gas in my arm. So yeah, there's a little gas in the line. There wasn't any real pressure though. It didn't like spray out. It's just the fuel that's in the line that is hopefully not dripping on the camera here. Alright, and then I'm going to, oh, there's dripping gas everywhere. Pull the other side off, doing the same thing here. Oh, it's coming out of the filter now. Oh, God, I hope I didn't get the camera full of gas. That would be awesome. So yeah, it's kind of raining right now. And that's probably because it's all coming out of the filter. I should probably just pull that filter out of there, but yeah, alright. I need to get some oil dry or something. I got a river of gas. Alright, so I got it out. A lot of gas everywhere. The reason I couldn't get it out, you can see there's a tab on this side. That's so it only goes in that way. You can only take it out the other way. You can see where that rivet is. There's a metal line that comes across, and this fuel bracket was actually pushed up too far, the metal housing there. There's a fuel filter bracket. So what I did was pull the bracket down, otherwise the filter wouldn't bypass the metal hose or metal line, that metal gas line there. So yeah, I got it out, and turns out it is a Wix filter. So there you go. So it was replaced. I did replace it, I just forgot when I wrote it down. I'm going to double check it here to make sure it's the same. So this one says 33097. Looks like the same thing. I'm just comparing it here. Looks the same. This one obviously is a little easier to install. This one's got an arrow which way it needs to go for the fuel, so you need to make sure the arrow is going towards the engine. There's the one I took out. I don't know. Definitely had enough gas in it. So, alright. So let's set that down. Alright, so here's the comparison of the clips. So this is the old one here, and this is the new one. So you can see looks like it's the same. They're both the same length, so that's good. So now it's just a matter of sliding that filter back in. Alright, so like every good YouTube video here I make, So this is the way it needs to go. A couple reasons for that. One, this has like a ridge here. That ridge won't fit in here nicely, so that's the way the filter sits, and you can kind of see there's a lip here. A lip. Is it right there? There's a lip. But otherwise, you'd have to see like, okay, which one's coming from my fuel tank, which one's going towards the front. You can see that line that's looped is going to this metal line, and that goes to the front of the car. The other line goes back, and that's going to the tank, which is right there. Okay, so we're going to stick this thing in here now. Alright, I'm going to try to do this one-handed. It's easier said than done. Come on now. There we go. Get some stuff in the way here. It doesn't help either that this gas that's just running all over everything is eating all the undercoating off, making a big mess. So this is pretty much the easy part, putting the line on. It's just a matter of lining it up, and it just slides right on each end. And I cleaned the ends off first too, just to make sure there was no trash in them. So you just want to make sure that they're down. It feels like they are. And probably that could be the end of it right there, but those little plastic clips is what keeps everything in place so that they can't slide back off. And now we want to make sure we do this right. So I would think it goes like that. Does that look right? Make sure it's on all the way, because there's a one-shot deal with this clip. Oh, look at that! Huh? Tell me that doesn't look right. Alright. And then the other one's gonna go. I need to get my hand above me here. Let's see, the other one's gonna go over here. This one I'm not so sure I got on. I'm not so sure I want the lens cap going in this pile of gas either. This is really hard to get one hand. Okay, so I would assume this is not on all the way. Maybe it is. I don't know, I just see a... I don't know if you can see that or not. There's like a little ridge in there. Let's do this. Let me set the camera down and do this the way I'm supposed to do it with two hands. Give me a second. Alright, so I'm going to show you what I did. So on this side of the filter here, when the line was pushed on, through the holes where the clip goes, I could see this rib. So I knew it wasn't on far enough. So what I did was, when I turned the camera off, then I took that hose back off, and then I pushed it, and it slid all the way on, because that plastic keeper should be on the other side of that, so it can't pull back off. So here we go again. We're going to try to one-hand this. Let's see how we do this. Alright, I'll get back underneath here. Oops, that's not good. Alright, so I don't know if you can see anything at all. There's my, alright. So this is going to go like this, and like that. And there's the other one. So that one's in too now. And you can see that the hose is actually pretty close in before it was out a ways. So all you got to do now is tighten up this, and then we'll fuel her up here and see what we got. I don't know if you need to watch me do that or not. No, you don't. Alright, so I'm going to set this on the creeper and wheel you underneath. So I don't know if you're going to see that or not. And I don't know if you're actually going to see the filter or not. But what I want you to do is to listen. The first couple times I cycle it, I'm not going to try starting it because there's no gas in the filter and you got air in the line. So I'm just going to turn the key a couple times and you'll hear it. And I think by about the third time you'll hear the filter and the system actually have gas all the way in the line. The first time it's going to sound a little different here. Yeah, it sounded like the pump was pumping and it was filling up the filter. Alright, so a couple things. You can check for leaks, obviously, because leaky gas by hot exhaust components, not a great thing. Also make sure that your Offspring CD is playing, because you left the ignition on. And probably want to grab out that trouble light before you go starting it and driving off, because that probably end up losing it. Alright, so it's not leaking, and actually I don't know how many times I cycled it. You probably did if you were counting. It's quite a few times. The first couple times you could tell it was just filling up that filter with gas. So now that it's filled up, it should start relatively quickly here. Well, that's a good song. Alright, so let's start this thing up. I did mark down the I got a bee in the car, don't I? A dead fly. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, starting the car. I did mark it down in the book, so let's try giving her a go here. Starts up. I don't know. Sounds good to me. Probably check it for leaks one more time here. Did a number on the floor there, huh? After I just washed it yesterday. Well, nothing dripping with a pressurized fuel system. We'd see all sorts of drips, so should be that. Oh, the best part about doing anything like this is the test drive. Now, let's try to set this up in such a way that you see absolutely nothing. Alright, yeah, I don't know. I really need to get some sort of alternate camera here so I can do this. How about that? This. I can drive and shift one-handed, right? Looks like it works just fine.